Greetings! I am David Romera Garcia and I'm the principal of our dearest school, Mariana Jesus del Alquipir. Our school is located on the south of Spain and we have the pleasure to have a well-prepared staff, an orientator, a supportive teacher, and good resources to make our students learn in the best way possible. Recently, a conflict has happened in our school. Some parents demand the implementation of Islam religion in our schedule because there's also Catholic religion in it. So, I came up with 10 ideas to solve this problem. Passing the connection, David. Thank you, David. Now, let's go with the 10 procedures. The first one, it's avoid cultural appropriation or cultural discrimination, supported by the Article 16.1 of the Spanish Constitution of 1978, with the actors involving the teachers and the parents, and about organizational relationships between teachers and the AMPA, or parents. The second one is raise awareness in teachers and parents about cultural diversity, with the Decree of 17th of November .3. We want to involve teachers and students in the students' relationship, the teacher-student connection relationship, and the learning environment. 3. Talks about religion to prevent stigmas. Supported by the decree of 17th November, again in the Article 7, now shown on screen. The actors involved are the students, and the organizational relationships are the students' relationships within learning. Now, with the number 4, guarantee students a third option to not study any religion. Supported by the official document of the decree of 17th of November, involving the teachers, students, and parents, and also organizational relationships such as the learning context, parents-students relationships, etc. Number 5. Use the religion hour to study all cultures and polyvalent religions, supported by the Article 2.3 of the LOMCE of 2013, involving students and teachers, and organizational relationships such as the learning context. Number 6. Allow pertinent institutions to take care of the context, supported by the Article 17.1 of the LOE, and involving teachers. Also, organizational relationships such as above the classroom, I mean institutions. Now, 7. Go on trips to churches and mosques, supported by the decree approved in the 17th of November of 2022, the Article 7. It involves students and teachers and the organizational relationship of learning context. 8. Make a culture-free education without involving any religion necessarily, supported by the Constitution of 1978, the Article 727.3. It involves teachers and students, and also the learning context and the students' internal relationships. 9. Support non-Spanish-speaking students with a support teacher able to speak Arabic, English, or even French. This is supported by the Diversity Care Plan, and the actors involved are the supportive teacher itself and the students. Organizational relationships such as teacher-student relationships within learning context and also the communication. Number 10. Grant a space for Muslim students to pray as long as there can be another space for Catholic people for equality. Supported by the official document of the Article 16.1 of the Spanish Constitution 1978. The actors involved are teachers, students, and parents, organizational relationships such as all parent student slash teachers relationships. Now, let's go with the block 2. Explain 5 main points related to coexistence. Well, for me, the first one will be diversity is key. Students must understand that nothing is exactly normal. There will be all kinds of triggers or people or things that will break their schemes, and they should not reject this stimulus because from those they will learn. 2. Discrimination is ignorance. Most cases of discrimination, regardless of gender, orientation, even clothing or race, are created by stigmas and ignorance, the fear and rejection of what we don't know. That is our job to not happen. 3. Conflict must lead to solution. Conflicts can be hard for students, whether be scores or even with peers. But students must stay optimistic and do not get stuck on the problem, but focus on the solution. 4. Ally with the parents. Parents are key for the learning of our students. If parents and teachers do not get along, nothing valuable will be taught to children. Parents must cooperate with the teachers. 5. Stay open minded to changes or opinions. A common error is to not be flexible on our beliefs. It is crucial to have critical thinking, or our mind will be weak to other and be manipulated. It is needed for learning, improvement, and evolution, not only for students but for teachers too. We need to improve our methods constantly, or else we will end up being the grumpy, useless teacher we all have seen anytime. And about my leadership style, I think I will totally fit in the coach style leadership. To all you don't know, this leadership style focuses on identifying and nurturing a team member's strengths and weaknesses. A coaching leader develops strategies to emphasize team member success. Though this is similar to a strategic and the democratic leadership styles, the focus here is more on the individual. Black 3. As a featured teacher, how have the different educational laws affected the attention to diversity in the Spanish educational system? How has it evolved from segregation to inclusion? Also, apply your answer with an example of diversity in a classroom of primary school. Well, the Spanish educational system went through a lot of laws and different stages, letting more than clear that we actually changed a lot in terms of diversity and segregation or exclusion of it. If we look back in time, we can see that we were even segregated by gender. Also, diverse people, such as physically and mentally disabled, were even excluded from education. But Spain has improved a lot, and over the recent years, people fought for their place in education and granted it, as they overcame stigmas and boundaries. Overall, the Spanish education system continues to evolve in terms of its approach to inclusion and diversity, with the goal of ensuring that all students have access to high quality education and be prepared for success. For example, let's consider a classroom in primary school with students with lots of different cultural backgrounds. They speak different languages, have different beliefs. The teacher in this classroom will need to promote an inclusive learning environment that values diversity and creates opportunities to learn and thrive. We can use visual aids, such as pictures and diagrams, assign homework in their home language, and encourage students to share their culture. Also, the teachers must avoid stereotypes in the classroom and encourage equal participations in terms of religious diversity. The teacher could create a learning environment that respects all beliefs and avoid promoting one faith over another and appreciates cultural and traditional diversity. Part 2. What is the mark that you deserve and why? I am not excellent, so I wouldn't be arrogant and ask for a 10, but I won't ask for less than an 8. I put a lot of effort and I really enjoyed this course, so my mark should be rounding the 8. Not complaining if I find more. 2. The one that really impacted me the most was the complexity of education. The level of complexity that has only the relationship between the parents, teacher, and students is enormous. 3. Obviously, all the complex things, the relationships, all the leadership styles, it is something that I haven't thought about not even once, and this course has opened my eyes about it. 4. That we need to care a lot for all the diverse children, not only help them, but guiding them is crucial for their development and success when they leave from our nest. 5. I had a very good vision of the importance of diversity, but for me, it is one of the most important things that when it comes to classroom learning. Diversity not only brings inclusion, it also tries to stop discrimination, to help people cross their boundaries, and I think that is beautiful. And last, to look back and see all the things that appeared to be not that important, how much they made me learn, and how it is going to change my teaching view. I am very grateful now that the course has almost finished, getting to know my lecturers and their courses. Thank you.